to Expert Semis. Here is your starting lineup for Expert Semi number 1.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, from Acampo, California, number 91, Mikey Martin. Starting second from Grand Blanc, Michigan, number 51, Steve Murray. From Willow Street, Pennsylvania, number 65, Corey Texter. Starting fourth on the KTM from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, number 10, Johnny Lewis. Starting fifth from Albion, New York, number 41, Brad Hazel. Last rider on the front row from Salinas, California, 30Z, that is Bronson Bauman. Let's go back to row number 2, 16, Wyatt McGuire. 14B, Brian Hazel. 32, Sean Bear. 54A, Dan Bromley. 96B, Cody Johncox. 71 is Don Mullen. Now let's go back to the third row. 69F, Ben Evans. 28P, Michael Bickerton. 26B, Lowell Carson. 21U, Jay Maloney. And rounding out your field, 64C, Jerry Steele. Winston-Salem, North Carolina on a Ducati. Semi-final, number 1 for the experts. Top 3 to the main event. Top 3 to the main event. Everybody else is done for the weekend. We'll see them in 2 weeks as the series moves on to Elma, Washington in 2 weeks from tonight. 2 expert semis, then our second scheduled intermission. All the bikes have arrived on the line. Here we go. Expert semi number 1. Top 3 will go directly to the main event. It is go or go home time. First yellow light is on for you fans at home. There's the second. There's the green. It's a quick one. 41 gets the hole shot. That is Hazel. Here comes Wyatt McGuire diving from the second row up to the third spot. Bright orange and white leathers in the 2 spot. Now Corey Texter goes to the high side, takes over the 3rd spot. It is McGuire in second. Now Texter takes over 3rd. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Johnny Lewis on the 10. It's the 41 at the point. That is Hazel. Bumping handlebars for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Here they come. It's the 41 out front. That is Brad Hazel, your leader. Texter in the 2 spot. Johnny Lewis in 3rd. Bronson Bauman with the provisional start card. As a pro singles rider, you get to start just a few expert mains. Texter puts his head down. He's going after Hazel. He wants to be on top of the box. He wants to go talk to all you fans here at Hagerstown. It is Brad Hazel at the point, number 41. He's from Albion, New York. He leads him off a turn at number 4. He's getting a little bit squirrely with the rear end. His front number plate's already a little bit sideways. Hazel's out front, though. Hazel on the 41. Corey Texter ducks down to the bottom. Steve Nason, Rudy watching on at home. Corey Texter's trying to battle for the lead. Johnny Lewis still in that 3rd spot. Bauman in 4th. Mikey Martin's there. Wyatt McGuire, Steve Murray rounds out your top 7. Back off of turn number 4, coming back this direction. It is Hazel. Corey Texter's right there in his shadow. Johnny Lewis in the 3rd and final transfer right now. We got room for only 3 of these riders. Watch, Johnny Lewis makes a bobble. Now Murray's there on the 51 bike. Here comes Murray and Bauman on the 30Z. Battle for the lead and battle for 3rd place. Which one should we watch? Let's try to take it all in. 41 leads him off of turn number 4. It is Hazel. Texter's right there in second. Now Murray takes the 3rd spot away. This is Murray's first Grand National of the year on the 51 bike. Running pretty strong. Mikey Martin takes a look up the inside. Nothing happening. Now, side by side for the lead. Corey Texter, your new leader. Willow Street, Pennsylvania rider goes to the head of the class. Slide the 41 back to second. That is Hazel. Side by side for 3rd and 4th. Now it's Murray Dizzle on the 51, trying to take over 3rd. Steve Murray now in the 3rd spot. 5 laps down. Texter's out front. Hazel's in the 2 spot. Hazel's got his hands full. Whoa, there goes parts flying off the bike. Looks like a number plate just flew off of Murray's bike. There must have been contact. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. There is stuff flying off the motorcycles. It's a contact sport. Here they come off of 4. It is now your leader, Corey Texter, C-Tex, out front. That was the front number plate of Hazel that flew off the bike. That's the 41 missing a number plate. Johnny Lewis in the 3rd spot. Murray goes up the racetrack, loses some ground. Now they're 3 wide for 4th place. Murray grabs a handful on the Harley. Tries to take over the 4th spot, back away. We got Bauman there in the 30 seat. 91 is Martin. Wyatt McGuire's there. Anybody's race for 3rd on back. Look at him change hands. Watch out back there for 3rd on back. Is Hazel sitting in the 2nd spot without a front number plate. Texter's out front. That's Corey this time. Oh, Johnny Lewis just about loses the motorcycle. Steve Murray's right there on the 51. Here they come down the back straightaway. Another rider showing some muscle deep in the field. That's Bauman. Bauman on the 30Z picks up a couple of spots. Now Murray tries to go around the outside. 2 laps to go for your leaders. They're crisscrossing deep in the field. What a race for third place. They're racing like it's for the championship. Out front, Corey Texter says, thank you very much. I'll get out of town. Look at the battle for third. Now here comes Bauman, puts his head down on the 30Z. They're 3 wide for third place. What a race we have here at Hagerstown. New rider diving in deep hit. He goes all the way to the air fence. Look at Bauman. He's putting on a charge on that 30Z bike. Now Murray comes back up the inside. No, that is Mikey Martin. White flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, what a race for third place. That's the final transfer. Murray goes back up the inside. The KTM is there. Here comes the 91, the Triumph. Another bike's there. That's White McGuire on the Suzuki. It's a shutoff contest into turn number 3. Murray goes down on the 51. Checkered flag's going to fly. It's going to be Corey Texter. Hazel on the 41 and 91. Mikey Martin on the Triumph. What a race for third place. Man, I've got goosebumps up here, Barry Boone. Woo! Murray's up. Tough break for Steve Murray from Grand Blanc, Michigan, going down, trying for that third spot. That is how exciting and how much competition there is here in Grand National Experts. Your winner, 65, Corey Texter. Brad Hazel, 41. 91, Mikey Martin. Those are your transfers. Johnny Lewis, Wyatt McGuire, Dan Bromley, and the rest of the riders, and especially Steve Murray in the 51, going down. A tough break for him, but I love that race.
All right,
Barry
Scotty.
Boone.
Ask him, Scotty. Just ask him.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you like that half mile?
That's good stuff right there. This young man, he's a part of the Next Moto Champion Radio Network, as Scotty and I are. Their show is on Tuesday night, the weekly flat track show. You can tune in by tuning in to nextmotochampion.com and catch him. How many Pennsylvania people do we have here tonight? Well, that's one of your own right here. He's from Willow Street, Pennsylvania, riding the Racing Unlimited Kawasaki, and I might add, riding it brilliantly here tonight. Once he got out front, he said, goodbye, I'm gone. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for number 65, Corey Texter. Corey, that's awesome. And once you got out front, man, you just decimated the field.
Yeah, I felt good all day, you know. It's just when you're following other people, you kind of do what they do. And when they mess up, I'd mess up in the heat race. So, man, I think we got a good bike. If I can get a decent start, I think we can pick guys off and make a run towards the front.
Yeah, I do too. Man, these Racing Unlimited Kawasaki's are so good.
Yeah, this is the second time I rode this bike. You know, I don't have a lot of time on these machines. And, yeah, they're great. I want to thank Alan from Racing Unlimited. My whole family's here, my girlfriend, Invisible Glass, hers, McElroy Packaging, Rye, Evans Coolant, Saddleman, Motion Pro. So many guys helped me out. I'm just really thankful to be racing.
I tell you what, great job. Good luck in the main. He's third row of the main, ladies and gentlemen. He's in this thing. National number 65 is back. Corey Texter. Following this one, our 18-rider expert main event field will be completed. This is how they will start expert semi number 2.
This is the last qualifying race of the night, ladies and gentlemen. After this one, we'll have our second scheduled intermission. On the pole from Crystal, Michigan, number 17, Henry Wiles. Starting second from Fremont, California. On the 49 bike is the California kid, Chad Coase. Starting third from Selkirk, New York, number 13, Jake Constantine. Starting fourth from Morton, Illinois, the 27, that is Robbie Bugs Pearson. Starting in the fifth starting spot from East Greenbush, New York. That's a mouthful. The 58, Adam Carpinello. Starting sixth from Timonium, Maryland on the Highs Dairy Stores entry, 30S, Jason Eisenach. He won here last year as a pro singles rider. He is now a Grand National expert. Let's go back to row number 2, 20T, Mikey LaBelle, Welland, Ontario, Canada, as the bikes start pulling out now. 89, Evan Bear. 82, Jeremy Higgins. 83S, Mike Poe. 93X, Danny Kelch. And last rider on row number 2 is the 15. That is the racing lady on the Black Hills Harley-Davidson, Nicole Meese. Let's go back all the way to row number 3. 23, Jeffrey Carver. 25A, Shayna Texter. 21, Duke Erickson. 13X, Ken Maynard. And the 11C, that is Shane Fox. Those are the riders scheduled to be in our last qualifying race of the night. After this, we'll have our second scheduled intermission. We will come back with our 2 main events. Bikes are pulling up to the line right now. Getting things sorted out, pulling up according to how they've qualified for this one. Wiles on the inside on the 17. Sponsored by Don's Kawasaki. I can't tell if he's on the Harley or the Kawasaki at this point. Outside front rows, the 30S, Jason Eisenach, the Highs Dairy Rider. Nicole Meese, outside row number 2. Danny Kelch is back there, 44 years young, ladies and gentlemen, on the 93X. He's made 2 main events this season so far. Getting everything sorted out back there on the 3rd and final row. Only 3 of these riders keep going. Biggest expert field we've had this season in the Twins. 10-second board, it's already down. The bikes go in gear. The clutches are in. Red light is on. Uh-oh, watch out. Hold on, timeout. Oh, it is Wiles on the 17 bike. A puff of smoke. Looks like there is water. He does have a backup motorcycle. Listening to the radio, they said we need cleanup on the front straightaway right away. So they're going to shut them down. There's a puddle right there on the inside of the front row. Barry?
That's a tough break right there. In fact, you're right. He can go to a backup motorcycle. They staged those all down through the front stretch. You can see them behind the inside retaining wall. So all they really need to do, if that's the required, is pick up that backup motorcycle. And you know, Scotty, most of the riders test motorcycles during time practice qualifying. They'll test both many times. They'll take one out for the free practice round, see how it does. They'll take the other out for Q1, and then they'll decide which one they think they're going to ride, and they'll take it back out for Q2. So chances are they've tested both of those motorcycles. And the Lloyd brothers have 3 motorcycles now. They've got a Kawasaki they just finished.
It's not
Go
the
ahead.
Lloyd brothers. It's Wiles on the 17
Oh, excuse me. It's Hammer and Hank Wiles. Duh.
That's all right.
Same situation. They'll test bikes throughout early going and then make a decision before they go hot, as cleanup is certainly underway here, and the fans at home on Fans Choice are getting a real up-close look at a little bit of oil dry going on, or water dry, here on the front stretch.
So 17 jumps on the Harley-Davidson as the Kawasaki did let go. So Wiles is way back there on the penalty line. He is on row number 4. Not only the 3rd row, but all the way back to the 4th rows. The rest of the bikes pull up to the line. Top 3 of the main event. Up next is our 2nd scheduled intermission. Then we have all of our riders qualified for both of our mains. Here comes Jeffrey Carver. He borrowed a motorcycle here tonight from Jared Vanderkoy. He pulls up to the inside of row number 3. Track is clear. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Complete restart. Expert semi-final. Number 2, the bikes are in gear. First yellow is on. Second yellow is on. It is now go time. Keep your eyes on the 17 a while. See if he can come from the back row. The California kid gets the whole shot. That is Chad Coase on the 49. Bugs Pearson is there on the 27. Pearson slips a little bit wide. Constantine on the 13 bike takes over the 3rd spot. Nicole Meese looking up the inside for 4th. Now she's back to 5th. She got a good shot out of the 2nd row. Out front, 49 on the number plate. Chad Coase. Coase leads them back this direction. The 27 of Pearson, Constantine, Eisenach, Carpinello, and Nicole Meese right there in 5th. Danny Kelch shows the wheel up the inside of Nicole, trying to take over that 5th spot. Top 3 riders make the big dance. Eisenach in 4th. He's 1 rider out. Kelch makes the pass on Meese. They're 3 wide right behind Nicole for about the 7th position. Here comes your leader off of 4. Watch out! Rider down's in 4. Another rider goes down. They're trying to shut him down. Nicole made it by. I'm not sure who that was. A couple of riders are down over there in turn number 4. Red flag's going to fly. One rider is up, going to his motorcycle. Not sure who the riders are that went down. We'll try to get some names and numbers to go with them. Taking a look at it. Okay, they're going to shut them down. Red flag comes out as fast as we can to get all the riders slowed down, get them pointed down there towards the inside of the racetrack around our down riders. Possibly the 17 of Wiles. I'm not sure who did not make it back around. We'll try to get a report back to you as soon as we can. 89 is the rider that's still down. That is Evan Bear. All right, we're going back to the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. Complete restart. Expert semifinal number 2. Top 3 riders will go to the main event. Everybody else will put them in the hauler for 2 weeks. Next weekend, the Grand National Series is off. 2 weeks from now, we'll be in Elma, Washington. Somebody needs to come up here and claim this ticket before I do. I got 43 tattooed on my back. Does that count? No? Okay. All right, we're staging them up, ladies and gentlemen. What do you got, Barry?
Just want to kind of remind folks that national number 23, Jeff Carver, he's walking that machine up to that third row here on the inside. He borrowed that bike from Jared Vandekoy, and this is his last opportunity to put it in the main tonight. He's way back on the third row. And yes, Dan Jacobson, the 17 of Henry Wiles, is an XR 750, the backup bike.
Carpinello must have been the other rider that went down, so he's back there on the fourth row.
And it's good to see Adam Carpinello back with us. We haven't seen him in a couple of years. It's good to have him back in the grid.
Absolutely. Complete restart, ladies and gentlemen. Expert semifinal, top 3 to the main. Everybody else is done for the night. Here we go. Uh-oh, we got the winning ticket up there? Maybe. Somebody's buying me dinner. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First yellow light is on. Second yellow light is on, and they are off. Green light is out. It's Constantine with the hole shot. Bugs Pearson goes to the high side. Chad Coast goes back to the bottom. Constantine on the 13 is going to lead him off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Bugs Pearson all the way up against the guardrail. Nice little bump we have down there down the backside. Bugs Pearson looks up the inside. They touch tires. New rider comes through at the inside. That'll be Eisenach on the 30S. Eisenach takes over the 2 spot from Timonium, Maryland. Actually, it's Owings Mills, Maryland rider moves up to second. Bugs Pearson back to third. Chad Coast in fourth. Your leaders, Jake Constantine on the 13 bike. Here comes Bugs Pearson, gets the drive off of turn number 2. Into turn number 3 they go. It is Constantine. It is Constantine out front. Bugs Pearson in second. Eisenach in third. Chad Coast right there in the 4th spot. Off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Bugs Pearson goes to the point. Constantine back to second. Eisenach's in the 3rd spot. Chad Coast, the last rider that's out. Now he comes up the inside, takes that 3rd spot away from Eisenach. Here they come back at us. It's Bugs Pearson. Constantine, watch the dogfight for the 3rd spot. Chad Coast, the California kid, takes over 3rd. Once again, Eisenach back to 4th. Top 3 of the main event. Now Carver's coming through the field. Carver's coming up there on the 23. Remember, he came from row number 3. He's up there trying to catch up to the 3rd spot. Leaders pulling away just a little bit each lap. It's the 27 of Bugs Pearson. It's Bugs Pearson out front. Constantine in second. Chad Coast in third. Now Carver goes around the outside, takes over the 4th place. Ladies and gentlemen, Carver started 13th on the 3rd row. He's up to 4th place. He needs one more spot to make a transfer to tonight's main event. Watch the battle for 3rd. It's getting tight. Here comes your leader. Halfway flags are going in the air. Seems like a long one, but we're only halfway through. Now, Coast putting a move up the inside, trying to take over second, and does. The California kid slides up there into 2nd place. Carver going around the outside on Jared Vandekoy's motorcycle and takes over the 3rd spot from row number 3. Let's go through the field. It's Pearson, Constantine, Coast, Carver, Higgins, Eisenach, LaBelle, Carpinello, Mike Poe, Danny Kelch is how they went across the line. Here's Pearson back one more lap. Coast in second. Carver's in 3rd spot. Right now he's in a transfer from the 3rd row. It's Jeffrey Carver. First time on this motorcycle. Now he's looking for 2nd place. Down the back straightaway, it's Bugs Pearson at the point. 27 on his number plate. It is Pearson on the 27. He's leading them on the Weirbach Racing Kawasaki. Pearson pulls the front wheel. He's on cruise control. Carver takes over the 2 spot from the 3rd row. Chad Coast right there in 3rd. 4th is the Constantine on the 13 bike is in the 4th spot. He is 1 spot away from a transfer. Leader way out front. Kevin Clark, our flagman, pulls out the furled white and the furled green. 2 laps to go for your leader, 27, Bugs Pearson. Carver in 2nd, Chad Coast 3rd, Constantine, Higgins, Eisenach, and the gang across the start-finish line. A couple of riders dropping off the racetrack. Shayna Texter just pulls her machine off of the racetrack. Her night is done. Carver still battling for 2nd and 3rd as the white flag comes out for your leader. It's the 27, Robbie Pearson. Carver in 2nd, Chad Coast 3rd, Constantine 4th. Last lap for these riders. Only 3 of them will go on to tonight's 25-lap Grand National main event. Leader halfway down the back chute on cruise control. Next flag we'll see is the checkered. Here it comes out. Here comes your winner, the leader of the FBI, the Fast Boys from Illinois. Robbie Pearson on the back wheel takes the win. Carver on the 23 takes second. Third spot is Chad Coast, the California kid. Those are your transfers to the main event. As the rest of the bikes come across the finish line, we'll give you the rundown in just a second. Your winner, Robbie Pearson, Kawasaki's in the top 5 spots. Robbie Pearson, your winner. Jeff Carver, second. Chad Coast, third. Jake Constantine, fourth. Jeremy Higgins, fifth. Jason Eisenach, sixth. Adam Carpinello, seventh. Mikey LaBelle, eighth. Danny Kelch, ninth. And Mike Poe, 10th. That was your top 10 rundown. To keep going further, 11th was Nicole Meese, 12th was Duke Erickson, 13th Ken Maynard, Shayna Texter 14th, Shane Fox 15th, Henry Wiles 16th, and Evan Bear, the rider that went down earlier. Hopefully he is okay, and our winner is already on the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a show that was. Congratulations to Jeffrey Carver from that back row all the way up to the 2 spot. But the man that's done it, he has won it. He did it for Weerbach Racing. National number 27. He's the ringleader of the FBI, the Fast Boys from Illinois. Give it up for national number 27, Robbie Bugs Pearson. Bugs, great job. Congratulations, man. Nice wheelie, by the way. I know that had to feel good putting this machine up on top.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't ever want to be in a semi, but that was kind of a good thing. I got to ride this thing more and get a little more comfortable. And the wheelie, this thing, it's hooking up when I do it right, so that's a good thing. I think we can make it a little better and maybe get a good start and see how far we can get up.
When Weerbach builds a motorcycle, it's got plenty of power, it's got plenty of stuff, and you're riding beautifully tonight. Now you're on the 3rd row of the main, but you've obviously got a good piece. What do you think?
Yeah, I do. Weerbach Racing. This is a good Kawasaki, Racing Unlimited. Put the engine together, and we went to Durrell and got some suspension work done after Knoxville. Thought we had a better setup, and I think we do, you know. So I got to thank those guys for sure, and the rest of my sponsors, Paint by Smokey, Light Shoe, Pro Plates, Motion Pro, K&N, Country Saloon, PMC. I mean, there's a lot of guys, so thank you, and thanks to all the fans in the AMA.
I don't know if you know this or not, but one of your fellow FBI members from Illinois, Jeffrey Carver, rode from the 3rd row up into the 2 spot behind you, so good job for him as well.
Yeah, good job. I looked back and I saw the 23. I had a big smile. I was like, that's better. We got a couple of Illinois guys.
Hagerstown, time to make some noise right here for this man. He's earned everybody's respect tonight. National number 27, Bugs Pearson.